Hi folks, it's September the 15th, 2025. My name is Troy. I haven't done any videos for the last 4 or 5 days due to pain and my health conditions. Having said that, the last 2 days my pain has eased tremendously. I haven't put out too many. Another reason why I haven't put out a lot of videos is because, well, my topics I thought might be getting boring. And that's the last thing I want. So I thought I'd try something. I'm here in the backyard this evening, just walking around. It's quiet. And I'll probably do one tomorrow again and try to get back into a routine. I haven't talked about my weight loss for probably about a week. I think I've lost weight, but I haven't taken my weight. Just because I don't like watching the scales. I get frustrated if I watch the scales. I eat one good meal a day, and then sometimes I'll have some fruit or a piece of toast and jam, or a cup piece of toast and jam, just something to hold me over to my main meal at supper time. I've always done that. It's always worked for me. I know some of you need because of health conditions and everything else. Willow, you have to eat regular meals because of diabetes or whatever. So I'm gonna stop that too. That's sniffing, running nose and allergies. So, like I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dietitian, I just know what works for me. I like to talk about today, now that I've talked about weight loss, and it's been going pretty good. I've had a few mess ups where I've had some sweets, but not a lot, nowhere near as much as I used to eat, and we're all going to fall off the wagon. What I'd like to talk about today, my side-by-side. It's a 2022 seqway frugleman 1000. The reason why I want to talk about my bike is because the dealership, there's no dealerships in Nova Scotia. So we're out of luck when it comes to parts. Hopefully I won't need a lot of parts. It came with everything that you see, the windows and the doors and the roof. There's a winch on the front. For the most part, I haven't had a lot of trouble with it, but I've owned it since 2022 and I've only got a little over 800 kilometers on it. There's my dog, Willow. Willow. Yeah, okay. Oh, great ball. So, I wonder what else everybody's doing that owns seqway stuff here in Nova Scotia, what they're doing for parts. I had a sway bar link go, and I ended up going to a local car dealer car parts store, and I was lucky enough to find something off an Infinity, 2011 Infinity sway bar link that was pretty close to what was on mine. I had to purchase an air filter for mine. Willow, stop your digging. Stop it. I had to buy an air filter, car air filter. I found one that was similar, but it's just off just a tiny little bit, and my cover doesn't fit down quite tight enough, but it should be fine. Can't wait to get back in the woods so I can take you guys on some of the adventures that I go on in the woods with my bike. It works good. It really does. And I hope I don't have too much problems with it, especially as it gets up in kilometers, but we'll see. And I'm hoping that you guys find that interesting. Segway, everything I've read about them seem to be a fairly decent machine. They have had some problems engine-wise and some other little odds and ends. And that's where the problem's going to run in with me, because I'm not a mechanic. So therefore, I got to try to figure it out on my own through videos on YouTube, and then have the part with me, and hopefully I can use a car part to fit on the engine, or another bike part, like another make of bike. So that's what I'm hoping, because I got to do an oil change, and the oil filters on these sit on the top of the motor. It's a weird design, and I've never seen nothing like it, but like I said, I'm not a mechanic, so maybe there's other bikes out there like that. So, but when I take that off, I'm going to have to take it off, take it to a dealership, see if I can't match up the oil filter with another oil filter from one of the dealerships, car parts dealer. So I've talked about my weight, I've talked about my bike, talked about not feeling well. Hopefully my new medications that I've started on Friday will level everything off for me, so that I don't have any pain or very little pain, and I can keep making my videos as often as I want. I'm shooting for one a day if I can. You know, I mean, I'm disabled, so I'm not working, and I have the time. Sometimes I just don't have the energy. Sometimes I'm just not feeling well enough. And I'm sure with anyone that's out there that has a disability, you know where I'm coming from. Sometimes that's all you can do is just function for the day to get through it. But I'm hoping that once the woods open up, I can take my friend with me, and we can put up my deer blinds. He'll help. And we'll get deer season started, and you guys will be able to sit in the blind with me when I go and see what that's all about. You'll be able to go down to the camp, kind of see what that's all about. It's not much of a camp. Like when I say camp, it's pretty rough. I took a car tent, or shelter, I guess you call them. You've seen them in people's backyards. And I put it up, and I boarded the front in, put a door on it, and I boarded the back in and put a window in it, and then I put a wood stove in it and a couple of bunks, and that's where I go when on my property. I got property. During this time of year is when I used to go the most, because this was coming on hunting season, and I go down for a night or two, and it's just a really nice place to get away. And when you're not feeling well, and like I said, you have a disability and you're down in the dumps, it really gives your mental health a boost. If anybody is disabled that's listening to this will know what I'm talking about when it comes to just just trying to keep your mental state well is probably one of the hardest things you have to do. People don't realize it. They look at me and say, oh yeah, you look fine. Well, I may look fine, but you don't see the days that I'm on the Chesterfield and I can't do anything. You don't see the days when I take a spell and almost pass out, You don't know what I'm going through now with this other aneurysm. It's inoperable. So you gotta try to keep your chin up and keep stepping forward till you can't step no more, and that's what I do. I try to keep moving forward, and I encourage everybody else with a disability to try to do the same thing. There's days that you can't, and that's okay. When you have days that you can't do anything, and hopefully you have great support, family support, partner support, which I do, then you'll get through that. And then sooner or later, hopefully you'll have a better day. That's part of being disabled. You don't know when you're going to have a good day, but when you do, you take full advantage of it. And that's what people without disabilities don't realize. They see somebody that has a disability, or somebody that says they have a disability, and they say, oh, he don't look sick, or she doesn't look sick. Well, guess what? You have no idea. You have no idea once that door closes to their home what they go through in the run of a day or a night. You know, it's difficult, very difficult. So, like I said, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm hoping that it won't cure my illness, but maybe it'll make things a little more tolerable and make my days a little more bearable with less weight. You know, it only makes sense. If you're healthy as you can be while being sick, the better off you'll be. You know, that's only common sense. As hard as and as stupid as that sounds, that's really what it's about. And I had all but almost given up until Amy said, you know, you're not dead yet. You've still got time. You know, why not just try to be as healthy as you can be for as long as you can be? And that really struck a note with me. And that's what I'm going to try to do. So I want to thank everybody for listening. Any comments, please feel free to share. Like and subscribe if you would. If you don't want to, that's fine. I understand. If you're getting any, I hope someone's getting something out of these videos. But on the other hand, I'm getting something out of the video. It helps me to realize that after I'm gone, even if my wife wants to hear my voice, or my children, or even my grandson, he'll be able to look up at one of my videos and say, oh, there's Gramps, or look at that crazy bugger. Who do you think he was? Some superstar? You know, but who knows? So thanks for watching, and we'll be coming back online again hopefully tomorrow morning on the way home, and I'll be talking to you then. And just have a good evening and be safe. Take care, people. Thank you.